Hi, it's Lee and welcome to another Learn English with Lee pronunciation workshop. Okay, so I hope that you've just watched the second conditional grammar video, which I did, which looks at the meaning and the form of when we use and how we make second conditional sentences. And of course, in that video, I mentioned a little bit of pronunciation, which is the contraction. I'd, because in English, if we can contract, we always contract. But now it's time to look at the pronunciation in a little bit more detail to kind of make your sentences sound like something a native speaker would say. To do that, we need to look at three different areas which are very important for pronunciation. They are connected speech, weak forms, and sentence stress. That's quite a lot. So in this video, we're just going to focus on the first one, which is connected speech. We've looked at connected speech in some previous pronunciation workshop videos, and it's basically, as the name suggests, how the words connect together. So sometimes it's quite difficult when you're listening to hear where one word ends and the next word begins. So improving your understanding of connected speech will actually help your listening. But when does it happen? Well, it usually happens when the final letter of one word is a consonant and the beginning of the next word is a vowel. When this happens, the consonant sound will move to the beginning of the next word. Okay, it sounds difficult when I explain it, but it's actually a very easy idea. So if we just look at our example from the grammar video, and again, I'm not going to talk about the meaning or the grammar at all in these pronunciation videos. If you have any questions about the meaning or the form, please check the grammar video that I did before. Okay, so if we look at our sentence, let's start with the conditional clause. In the conditional clause, there are actually three examples of connected speech. So this is where a consonant sound moves from the end of one word to the beginning of the next word if the next word begins with a vowel. Okay, so I said there are three examples. If I were an animal. Can you identify where they are? So if you listen to me pronouncing it naturally, listen very carefully and try to catch the three areas where the words connect. If I were an animal. One more, listen. If I were an animal. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so maybe at the end here, so an animal, if I were an animal, because N is a consonant, the beginning of the next word is a vowel, so we don't say an animal, we say an animal. Okay, Okay, I hope you can read the pronunciation symbols, but if not, don't worry, just listen and practice the sounds. So if I were an animal. Okay, so that's one, but there are two more. Okay, listen again. If I were an animal. If I were an animal. Yeah, right at the beginning. If I. So F is a consonant, I is of course a vowel, so we say if I were an animal. Yeah, but I actually said there were three examples of connected speech. So where is the third? Remember I said it's where there is a final consonant sound moving to the beginning of a vowel sound. But Lee, there are no examples of this. Actually there are. It's here. Were an animal. And you're thinking, Lee, but there is an E there. This is a vowel. Yes, but it is a silent vowel. We don't say worry or were, we say were. So the is a consonant sound. So we got were, nanimal. Were. So if I were an animal is now if I were an animal. If I were an animal. You say if I were an animal. Good. Okay, listen to me one more. If I were an animal. You. If I were an animal. Good. One more. If I were an animal. Good. Do it really slowly. If I were an animal. Yeah, good. Fast. If I were an animal. If I were an animal. Okay, and it sounds much more natural, doesn't it? Okay, let's look at the main clause. This is a little bit different. We have one example of connected speech, but it is a different category of connected speech. Okay, listen to me very carefully and try to identify where the connected speech happens. I'd be a wolf. I'd be a wolf. One more. I'd be a wolf. Okay, can you hear where two words here connect? I'd be a wolf. Yeah, the B and the A actually connect. Beer. Sounds like beer, a pint of beer. Okay, so, but if we listen, the E isn't moving. What we have is a new sound which comes between them. It's a Y, beer. Okay, this happens because it's a vowel and a vowel. Sometimes it's a W sound or sometimes it's a Y sound between two vowels. So I'd be a pint of beer, wolf. I'd be a wolf. Okay, repeat after me. So I'd be a wolf. Good. One more. I'd be a wolf. Very good. One more. A little bit faster. I'd be a wolf. Cool. Very good. Great. Okay, so we can see we've got the traditional connected speech with consonant onto a vowel, and we've also got this version here, which we call intrusion, which is when we've got two vowels and a new sound is created to connect the words. So if we put everything together, we get, as a native speaker, if I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. Okay, listen one more. If I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. Okay, you try, repeat after me. So, if I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. Good. One more. 3, 2, 1. If I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. Cool. One more, a little bit faster. So 3, 2, 1. If I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. So you can see it does make a really huge difference to how it sounds. Okay, a student speaking without connected speech would say, if I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. And yeah, it's grammatically good, but it doesn't sound very natural, does it? So with the connected speech, we get, if I were an animal, I'd be a wolf. And it sounds much more natural, much more fluent. So you can practice this. So just find some language on the internet, find a Wikipedia article or a TED talk, look at the script, and then just try to find the examples of connected speech and practice speaking it using these ideas. And I think you'll find that your English will start to sound much more natural. Okay, that's it for this video. Very good. In the next video, using the same example, I'm going to introduce weak forms to keep making it sound even more natural. So if you have any questions about this video, please ask me in the comment section. If not, then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.